What's up, guys? Welcome back to another technical analysis video. So today we're taking a deep dive into the long-term projection of Bitcoin. So some very interesting stuff, some very interesting analysis that I have just discovered. So first thing, the RSI. RSI is a good indicator, kind of. It's just a good overbought and oversold indicator. So right where we are right now, below the moving average and in the midpoint, kind of, right? We go to the last couple times we were around there, below the moving average, right here, downtrend, before crossing above into a bullish trend. Could say a little bit right here, but more significantly, right here, below the moving average, in a downtrend, on the moving average, or of the RSI and of Bitcoin's price. And let's just leave it at these three, right, that I got. So what this tells me is that if we look right here, we zoom in, look, in 2019, after being heavily overbought, extended, oh, and I guess technically this is one below the moving average in a downtrend, and then a little bit of a pump right here, but not really that big. And let me just delete this. And then right here, we had a uptrend when we crossed above the moving average, getting into the oversold territory, cross up, perfect uptrend, and then cross down, perfect indicator of the end of the uptrend into a downtrend. And then we had a fake up, but then of course the Black Swan event that happened right here. And then when we crossed back above them, clear uptrend, cross back down below, clear downtrend, and we had a double top technically, so it looks we have technically a fake up. This would be a fake up, just another fake trend, I guess. It's more of a consolidation of this whole area. We take the box. Whoops, what am I doing? We take my box right here. More of a consolidation throughout this whole part. And then when we crossed above them, marked at the bottom, being oversold. Here marked a good bottom, below the 30, oversold. And as soon as we crossed above and confirmed above them on the weekly, we had a clear uptrend with a little bit of chop here, a little bit of a downtrend right here, or a consolidation. And then we crossed above them right here, clear uptrend again. So this right here, this cross below it after being heavily overbought, my bad, marked almost the top. Yeah, almost the top. So we went right here, crossed right here, confirmed on this candle, which almost reached the top of 73K. And that marked the start of a downtrend, which has played out, and it's more of a consolidation, looks like, in this area, with this being support, obviously, from this being resistance too. And what I'm seeing now is that this could mark a little bit more of a consolidation / downtrend, because previous bull markets we've seen, huge pumps, huge dumps before the top and before the just running up every single week we've seen huge dumps and huge pumps. And if we just take this pump from this dump, 50%, and then obviously we had this another 60%, and then, you know, we had slight dumps. So if we go over here, we haven't even had a 30% from even all the way, almost 30% from where we just were like a month ago, last month in June or July. So at most, and this last downtrend was 20%. So we haven't even had like a 40 or 50 or even 30%. And 30% would put us right at this resistance and support at 50K, 51, just about. And then a 30 or 40 would put us, or 40 or 50, my bad. So 50 would put us at 35K-ish. And let me just mark these levels. Support right there. Did not mean to do that. Support right there. Support right there. So that marks from the very top just about 40 and then just about 50. So it is very possible that we could test these just from history and from the RSI. That's what I think. So it's also possible that we don't test them at all and that this was the ultimate bottom, right? This right here was the ultimate bottom. But for this to confirm more as a bottom, because we only spent 1 week going down to it and then 1 week pumping straight up above it, which this is very strong pump if it is a new trend, you know. Very strong, but it'd be even stronger if we retested it again and consolidated above, because, you know, a lot of people, I think, thought that this was it, this was the bottom, and now new support was 60K, right? And it looks like we might even be testing that. We went to 63K, so we might even test 60K, 61K just about from last 2 weeks ago. We might test that again. And another thing on the charts that I needed to show you was Bitcoin versus this Tether dominance. So Tether started in 2016. So we'll take Bitcoin from all the way from 2016. Let me try to fit this. All right, and just gonna mark some levels here. So top for Bitcoin, bottom for Bitcoin. Another top, another bottom. Top, bottom. And if we go to Tether, local bottom of Tether, local top for Tether, local bottom. I'll take this one right here. Local top, and then another double top on Tether, and then the absolute top, because there's always more Tether getting printed. That's why this is going up forever, basically. And then right now, we're at a local bottom. So what this shows us is when Tether is at a top, a local top, Bitcoin is at a bottom. You can see right here, clearly. Top, Tether was at a top. Bottom, Tether was at a bottom. Bottom, Tether was at a top, actually. But then top, Tether was at a bottom. So this was like the one exception, right? No, right here. Wait, where is it? Actually, no, there was no exception. I just miscalculated. So top and bottom on Bitcoin, bottom and top on Bitcoin. So basically, when Tether is at a bottom, Bitcoin is at... Wait, hang on. When Tether is at a top, Bitcoin's at a bottom. Tether's at a top. Except for right here, actually, I guess. When Tether's at a top, Bitcoin's at a bottom. But most of the time when Tether is at a bottom, Bitcoin is at the top the majority of the times. So right now we're at a bottom for Tether. So that could actually indicate a top where we will see a correction. But the majority of the times when Tether is at a top, like right here significantly, and right here significantly. So actually 2 times, I suppose. Yeah, that was not the best explanation of it, but I hope you got the gist of it. And take the stock to flow. Very interesting chart and model. Let me take this whole thing right here. You can clearly see this is where we are in the red right after the purple, and it's a little overextended because of more consolidation and accumulation. But this indicates that, you know, this is possibly a bottom. Obviously the best time to buy was down here, but the second best time to buy is right here, you know, right before the massive uptrend into the yellow and green, obviously. And I think my last video I showed the futures, and there were heavily more shorts. It was like 80% shorts between 20% longs. And clearly the shorts were right temporarily. There was no short squeeze. And if we go to the liquidation heat map, wrong one. We go to liquidation heat map on the weekly. It showed, yeah, that 70K. There was, I think even like a week ago, there was still 70K. And there was mass short leverage up here. And there still is. So clearly Bitcoin, clearly the shorts were right. The bears were right. And we had this downtrend. But it easily got bought back up. And now we're trending up a little bit, hopefully. I mean, that's what it looks like on the 1 hour for sure. You know, V-shaped recovery. So that could have just been a flash dump of the shorts being right just a little bit, and the market wanting to take out a little bit of the longs. So if this was to be just a little flash dump and more of a distribution before the run-up markup, then just mark this real quick, and then mark the high here. Then we will need to hold this and definitely not deviate below, because if we do go below, the next support would be 60K because of psychological level, just purely psychological level. But there's also a little bit of support and resistance right here and right here. So, but we still definitely could go to 60K and still be in a bearish uptrend. Like, you know, we could still go back below and still consolidate above. Still overall uptrend. So it wouldn't be too scary, but it would just look bad, obviously. And that's basically all I got for this video. Just yeah, huge long-term outlook. And I might have went on for a little bit longer than I should have, but you know how it is. And yeah, catch me in the next one whenever I post, and peace out, guys.